Hey guys, how's it going? It's Daryl again with another review for you. Today, or tonight, I don't know when this is actually going up, I want to talk about Prodeus. Prodeus is a retro-styled first-person shooter with a lot of Doom in its DNA in all the best ways. Prodeus' campaign clocks in at about 7 hours. It's got a plethora of difficulties to pick from ultra easy to ultra hard difficulty. I played through the campaign at medium difficulty since that seemed like the best middle ground for it. So what is Prodeus about? I'll be honest, I don't really know since I spent less time reading logs about what happened to cause, well, what is happening in the game's campaign, and more time shooting whatever decided to look at me the wrong way, or in general. But according to the game's Wikipedia page, the player assumes control of a corrupted agent of Prodeus, the mysterious creator of the player in the game world. The goal is to destroy Prodeus and anything that gets in the way. So apparently I wasn't far off from what I said about spending less time reading and more time shooting. Prodeus is a fast-paced game where every second counts. As I have said, somewhere in the mess of shooters I've reviewed as of late, I'm not great at shooters. Or at least I think I said it in previous reviews. I don't remember, but just to reiterate, I am not good at shooters. I think I'm good at shooters that are more slow-paced, where I have to be pinpoint accurate, like, you know, kind of like what you would do in a game like maybe Sniper Elite and stuff like that. But can you really call that a shooter in the same vein that, say, Call of Duty would be? And I haven't even played Sniper Elite, so I don't even know why I made that comparison, but you get it. Slower paced, methodical shooting versus twitch shooting, or shooting very quickly and being accurate. I'm not good at the latter part. Any of my old friends who play with me on Apex Legends could tell you that. I suck. But anyway, sometimes while playing this game, I don't get a chance to even register what I've killed because I just see the red portal open and immediately start firing off shots without even taking time to know what I'm firing at yet. Later levels will penalize that a little bit and require more tact to an extent as new enemy types appear, but for the most part, you can get away with this method. I know I did. Combat on medium difficulty isn't very hard, obviously, but you know how some games claim that normal mode is normal, when in reality it's basically the easy mode equivalent of, I don't want to struggle right now because I'm half asleep. Well, in this case, I didn't die all that often on medium mode, and mostly had ammo for days, which, granted, games like this don't really seem to try and limit how much ammo you have. The whole idea is to keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting, so having ammo for days makes sense. But I'm mostly talking about the former part where I just didn't die a lot. I only really tended to run out of ammo on my favorite guns, which I had about maybe 3 or 4 of them, so I was really sad when those guns ran out of ammo. Despite me using the word favorites though, I really just mean guns I tended to favor the most because you're going to be using all of your guns in this game. It's not going to give you a choice. Some guns are good for long distance sniping, others are good for up close and personal, some guns are good for spraying and praying, and others are good for one and dones. You know, you get what I mean. Now, when I say the game's not going to give you a choice, I really just mean you're going to run out of ammo on your favorite gun, and some guns are just not good for certain scenarios. That's what I mean. Ultimately, you can do whatever the heck you want. I'm just saying you're going to make the most out of your tool set. Backing away from gameplay, I want to talk about how the levels are designed and how the game looks. Actually, how they are designed ties very closely with the gameplay, so I guess we're not done with talking about gameplay yet. The level design in this game is tight, if not just a bit repetitive. I'm well aware of what this game is going for and the flow state they want you in. As you're navigating levels and moving at a brisk pace, this will have you playing for hours. But once you slow down and you really start to pay attention to the environment, that's when it starts to set in and feel like, that level I just played didn't quite hit the same as the one I played a few levels ago. Some levels are definitely just filler, and environments don't help too much with that. The retro style of the game is gorgeous, don't get me wrong, and the way it's laid out and whatnot is a major contributing factor to why the levels look and feel the way they do. Again, as you're shooting around, so long as you're just focusing on the enemies and whatnot, and where you need to get to from point A to point B, it's a lot of fun. You won't even, you'll look at the clock and be like, oh, it's only 8:30 p.m. I'll go to bed on time, and then you'll stop the level, or levels, because you won't really realize. You'll go back to the main map and be like, okay, next level. Okay, I'm playing. Okay, next level. Okay, I'm playing. Next thing you know, it's 1:30 in the morning, and you're like, I needed to be up in about 2 hours ago. Oh no, I have to go into work. By the way, I'm praying for those of you who have those kinds of shifts. God be with you. That said, some pieces don't really help me remember them all too well. I remember levels from the beginning of the game, it gets a little murky in the middle, and then I remember some levels that had green in it, and then I remember almost the entirety of the latter portion of the game. I say green as a very standout thing because a lot of the levels are going to be like black, blue, red, darker, harsher colors, and some colors aren't going to stand out as much in those levels. Funny thing is, I have a point in the script where I say, it's not because I finished the game, I had just finished it, and I'm now writing the script now, and then I say in parentheses, which, let's face it, could have been months ago at the time of this posting. It is about a month now at the time of this recording. So, hello past Daryl and hello future Daryl. Anyway, I'm getting off track. There's just more interesting stuff in the latter portion of the game, as by that point you have most of those enemies showing up. The levels start doing a couple of new, maybe not new, but like different-ish things with how they're set up and all, and it's really cool to play through. But with all of that said, if I were to go back and play more Prodeus, one of the first things I do is mess with the level editor and play other people's levels, because that just seems like endless fun to me. Another thing this game has going for it are some secret areas and levels to reward exploration. That's not a unique thing for this kind of genre of game, but not everyone does it, so it's appreciated. The game will also give you currency to spend in shop levels on various upgrades for the protagonist. I didn't collect them all. You can find them in like some secret areas as well as just open areas in different parts of levels. They're scattered. They're like the equivalent of, say, like the precursor orbs from the old Jak and Daxter games. First one specifically, where they were just very unique to... No, not the first one, the second and third one. What am I talking about? The first one, they were common as all get out, and for spoiler reasons, 2 and 3, they were everywhere. Anyway, tangents. You can use those things as currency to upgrade your protagonist. I didn't collect them all, but that could be enough motivation for some to go back to those previous levels and like 100% them. And with that, I don't really have much else to say about Prodeus except for the fact that I can give it a go for it, and recommend that you play it if you're looking for a very satisfying, fast-paced, first-person shooter that can scratch that Doom itch while you wait for Doom the Dark Ages. Speaking of which, if I haven't by now, future Daryl, I should play Doom Eternal. I have it, so us should totally play it sometime now, then, in the future, if we haven't already. That was weird. Anyway, Prodeus is $25 on PS5, the Nintendo Switch, and Xbox Cloud Gaming. As for me, that wraps up this first batch of shooters that I wanted to cover, so I'm going to take a quick breather from shooters with something that I've been looking forward to for a while now that I can finally get around to playing. Here's a hint: graffiti. But not Jet Set. Might have been too obvious of a hint, I know, I'll just say it. The next review is for Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which by the time this video is up, I may have already finished it, unless I'm still helping Tural or something in Dawntrail. We'll see. But I hope you've enjoyed your stay. I'm TUSDarryl, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.